today's topic, why giving more referrals grows your business. And that sounds a little funny. You would think that getting referrals, not giving referrals, would grow your business. But stay with me here. It is one of those ways where you give in order to get, right? Zig Ziglar said it so well. We can get anything we want in life if we just give other people what they want and what they want first, really. So I am Beth Bridges. I'm known as the Networking Motivator because I attended over 2,500 in-person networking events in about a 10-year span. And then in the last 2 years, it's been a combination of in-person and online, mostly online, of course. And that's approaching 300 or 400, I believe. So why giving more referrals grows your business? Well, the first and probably one of the most powerful and most satisfying for both us and the other person is gratitude. Most of us appreciate few things in business more than just having a customer just walk right in or call you out of the blue and be ready to buy. So the person who sent them to me, I am incredibly grateful to someone who does that for me. And gratitude is a powerful emotion. And that gratitude then leads itself to awareness and especially top of mind awareness. Because when you are thinking about who you in turn want to do business with or who you in turn want to give referrals to, it's that person who's been giving you the sweet gigs or the nice clients just by referring to you. And so when you are giving referrals to them, the same thing's happening in their mind. Top of mind awareness. Think about you and it brings you to their attention more sharply than any advertising or brochure or cold call. So you know that they are going to be thinking of you and have a much greater awareness of you when you send them that terrific referral. And even the next more powerful step in this is reciprocity. Now, reciprocity is one of the 6 or 7, depending on how you count them, one of the laws of influence. And if you've never read Cialdini's book, Influence, it's not a simple read, but it's a very powerful read. And the book is simply called Influence. But one of the most powerful rules of influence is the idea of reciprocity. And so reciprocity means that we instinctively feel obligated, whether the giver intended the person to feel obligated or they just really didn't intend to make them feel obligated. But we feel obligated when someone gives something to us, we want to return the favor. In fact, that's why one of the phrases when somebody did something nice for you was much obliged. It sounds polite, but it's also a way of saying, great, now I feel obligated to you, much obliged. So reciprocity, when you are giving referrals, you're giving to people, you're giving them something very powerful, you're giving them something very valuable, they are consciously or unconsciously going to want to return that. Reciprocity is going to put internal pressure. And again, this doesn't have to be in a bad way, but it puts them in a mindset where they want to return the favor. And for me, for example, I especially enjoy giving back to people who did not present a favor, did not present a referral to me, expecting one in return. So when you give referrals, you give them in a just, hey, I know this will be helpful for the person I'm referring, and I know that you will take great care of them. I don't expect anything in return. When you give those referrals in that mindset, just freely given, happily given, knowing that it's serving everybody involved, and you don't expect anything in return, that actually, ironically, triggers the reciprocity even more strongly. It's a little bit of a Jedi mind trick on yourself. You need to give without that expectation of getting in return, knowing perfectly well that you probably are going to get something in return. Why giving more referrals grows your business, right? Giving more referrals. Wait a minute. Aren't we talking about getting more referrals? Hey, we are talking about why giving more referrals grows your business. So we've already talked about a few things, looking at awareness, reciprocity, gratitude, top of mind awareness. And let's talk about a few more ways that this does help you. You set the example. When you become the kind of person who gives referrals, who is constantly looking for ways to give referrals, you teach people how to act and how to treat you by the way you act and how you treat them. You can also set an example by asking them and learning from them, hey, what do I need to know to find a good referral for you? Or what does a good referral look like for you? And going back to that reciprocity, they may ask you the same. Oh, they'll tell you. Then they'll say, well, what's a good referral for you? They may or may not be in a position to give you referrals. They may or may not be, they may or may not have the habit of giving referrals. And I just gave away a little bit of a sneak peek as to what I'm going to talk about in the next mini webinar, but I'll wrap that up here at the end. But setting an example, you become the example. Another great benefit of this is that success grows success. So by helping your friends, your contacts, your suppliers be more successful, you're growing that entire business community. You're growing that entire ecosystem around you. You're helping them become more successful. You're helping them grow their business. That only helps you grow. When you're surrounded by people who are successful, by businesses that are growing, that is far more likely to help you grow than just a stagnant or declining business environment around you. So it's really that idea of the rising tide floats all the boats. So helping others literally helps you as well. I think one of the final reasons why giving more referrals grows you is somewhat overlooked, and that's credibility. You develop your credibility. You'll be seen as a person of action. You'll be seen as the kind of person who likes to help other people. And that's very credible. It's also very authentic. This is really social capital, right? Social capital is that idea that you are making little deposits, you're making little investments in other people, and that grows your reputation. And it's almost a favor bank that you can draw upon. But it also, again, it builds your reputation. It makes you a very credible, believable, and appreciated business person in your business community. You know, this really is something where you have to look at the return on investment. So you may be putting in time, you may be putting in effort, you may be spending time with people that does not directly return to you. You know, you may be giving referrals to a certain person and not getting them directly back from them. If you're sending referral after referral after referral to someone and you never hear back from them, or they don't even acknowledge it, stop giving referrals to that person. The smallest bit of business courtesy does suggest that even if they're not in a position where they can refer to you, because that may happen, you may have someone who's a great resource for you to send referrals to, but you're not for them. On the other hand, they may just be the kind of person who doesn't think that way. They may have someone else who does what you do, and they're sending all the referrals there. So at a certain point, you have to decide, is this particular person a good investment of my time and effort, or can I find someone else? You want to find that balance between serving the people that you work with, serving the people that you interact with, and sending them to a good source, but also, you know, remembering that this is part of growing your business, and that it really would be a positive thing for you to get some kind of feedback, even if it's just a thank you, I appreciate it. It is it is worthwhile for you to get feedback from someone that you're giving referrals to.